Hi everybody, Dave Yelovic with Homes Built Right. We're outside in what we might call a damp location. We're going to talk about outlets, talk about the rules in just a minute. We'll be right back. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're going to take a quick tour around the house today. We're going to talk about what the code says about outlets. Some brief just rules that have been in the code forever. Things like exterior outlets shall be ground fault protected. That's a given. Outlets shall be tamper resistant, the actual outlet itself, and they should be weather resistant on the outside. So let me turn this around and we're going to talk about damp locations and wet locations. Alrighty, so what are we looking at here? We're in what we call a damp location. We are underneath a patio cover. Anything that's outside that might get some spray mist from a rain, but it's not going to get dumped on by the rain. So that's called a damp location. In a damp location, we can have an outlet like this. This is a regular spring-loaded outlet cover. You see these everywhere. That's fine in a damp location. Underneath here is our outlet. You can see here, one thing I'll check for, the WR means it's weather resistant. If I look inside the channels here where the prongs go, I can see there's little trap doors in there. A tamper resistant outlet have those little trap doors that as you plug the item in, the trap doors open and then you can plug it in. If you just try to shove something into one slot, it won't open and little kids can't play with them like they used to. So that's really about it for these. You'll also notice that on the outside, we look for some sort of sealant around the edges to protect water from infiltrating back into the wall. And that's really it. Maybe gasket it like this one is. So weather resistant, ground fault protected, inside a damp location approved cover. And we'll go from there. Let's go see what a wet location looks like. Alrighty, we're here on the back side of this house and we're in a wet location, meaning that the rain can hit this wall, it could hit this outlet just all day long if the rain was falling. But these are what I call bubble covers. You'll notice they stick out a little bit, but they're covered. And it allows for certain things to happen. A few things that the code says, it shall be extra duty approved. That's just some terminology from the code, and it's on this, so it is an approved thing. If you look closer down here, let's see, wet location when cover closed. So I can use it in a wet location. Remember, when the rain is pouring on this, so if the rain is pouring on it, what keeps it from zapping things? Well, if I have something plugged in here, let's say there's something plugged in, the cord will go through this knockout right here. I'm going to take this knockout out and the cord will come up from under here. It could be an extension cord, it could be a sprinkler system, it could be a pump motor to a pool, it could be all sorts of crazy things, but it is now inside here, it's plugged into that outlet, and when this thing is latched, it's almost watertight. Even if it's raining out here, the water's not going to get to that outlet. So that's why these are approved for wet locations. If you remember that gray one, you couldn't close this cover and still have it watertight if it was raining. So that's the difference between damp and wet location outlet covers. Then if you'll notice when we go inside here, it's still the same. It's got the weather resistant nomenclature, the WR on the outlets, still tamper resistant, and it's still GFCI. Now the GFCI buttons could be on this outlet. It could be on the breaker as well. So in this particular house, the GFCIs are on the breakers. So that's really it. We've got wet locations with bubble covers. We've got damp locations with those gray spring-loaded covers. And if you follow that, we're hopefully got a good inspection. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next Homes Built Right.